you can't use this as a proof, right? Because if you're a Coptic person and you see the story of Mary appearing over the Coptic church in Egypt, that confirms Coptic theology for you. So the interpretation of the so-called miracle, sign, or event is already conditioned by the system that you have or that you don't have. Roman Catholics, they're going to hand wave that. I don't believe that one. That doesn't prove Coptic theology.
Hello?
Yep.
So I just want to ask you about, I'm an inquirer. I just want to ask you about modern miracles. Some like Eucharistic miracle, for example, like there's verified Eucharistic miracles in Catholic Church.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How is it verified? What do you think verifies the Eucharistic miracle?
Like, for example, blood appearing from like.
How is that verified?
Through doctors that have verified it.
So what about the doctors that say that it's not verified?
I mean, I haven't really seen doctors say that.
So there's no skeptical doctors of Roman Catholic miracle claims. They're all doctors in the world are unanimously verifying the Roman Catholic miracles.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but
okay. Now wait a minute. Now there is. How do we know which ones are right?
Well, I'd assume they didn't see the ones who are skeptical of it haven't seen the blood and like examined it.
Are you sure? I mean, is it peer-reviewed miracle? I mean, do you see how silly this is? Like, you're just asserting that what's hypothetically possibly the case. Well, I thought that it was verified miracles. So when I ask you how it's verified, it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe they just looked at it under a microscope. Like, where is there a Ghostbusters committee in Rome that verifies it? How's this work?
Well, I mean, I'd assume that if there's like doctors who have verified and seen and confirmed it's blood, that I mean it's blood that appeared on real blood that appeared on.
So there's no way it could be faked if it's blood.
Well, blood of a 33-year-old Middle Eastern man, I feel like that's.
Mm-hmm. And well, look, man, if you think that's a good argument, I don't know. I mean, does Mary appear over the Coptic churches too?
I mean, I'm not Catholic. I'm just asking you a question about it.
And what I'm pointing out is that you're assuming that these are verified true things, and the proof was just a bunch of assertions that the doctors looked at it. Well, this is all hearsay. This is all just because they said so. None of that's going to prove or disprove the religion, and that's why contrary miracle claims also show this doesn't work. If Roman Catholics are going to claim that miracles prove their position, then does Mary appearing in the Coptic over the Coptic church in Zaytun, Egypt, prove Coptic theology?
Well, I mean, something like that too. Like, why would Mary reveal herself to heretics?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not true. Don't you realize people lie about religious miracles all the time? There's con men all over the place.
I mean, all right, yeah, you're right. All right.
I'm just saying that's more like, I mean, that's why you can't use this as a proof, right? Because if you're a Coptic person and you see the story of Mary appearing over the Coptic church in Egypt, that confirms Coptic theology for you. So the interpretation of the so-called miracle, sign, or event is already conditioned by the system that you have or that you don't have. Roman Catholics, they're going to hand wave that. I don't believe that one. That doesn't prove Coptic theology. Well, why not? It's the exact same principle of your Eucharistic miracles proving Catholicism. In the Orthodox Church, we have an absolutely opposite view of so-called Eucharistic miracles. In fact, if something like this occurs, they shut down the service and they stop because of the assumption of demonic delusion. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's an actually opposite view that the Orthodox Church has.
All right, well, that's all I had to ask.
No, it's fine, and I'm not trying to be rude to him. I'm just saying that, like, that's why the miracle claims just don't work as, quote, proofs. Because let's say you go the route, I'm not saying you're doing this, but let's say you, and we've had people on here multiple times, like Roman Catholic people, arguing the miracle proof of Catholicism. And every time we go through this process with them, it becomes a never-ending regress of, Well, the miracles of Catholicism are verified. Okay, but not the ones that were seen by thousands, tens of thousands of people. Oh, well, more people saw Fatima than Zaytun. Or, really? Actually, I think more people saw Zaytun than Fatima. Oh, well, but, we have newspaper reports. So there's newspaper reports of Zaytun. Oh, well, maybe that proves ecumenism. You see how it just like every like route just becomes a confirmation of the position that the person already has.
All right. Well. All right. Well, that was all.
It's okay. I mean, I just don't understand why. I'm not saying you, but in general, I don't understand why people think that the miracle claims themselves are that convincing. What's up, P Mars? Unmute. What's up, man? P Mars says he likes to debate, and I bet we can't hear you. You want to pop out, pop back in? Father Deacon, I'm sorry to hear about your ankles. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm in pain. Hey, so what do they say if they say, well, how could those miracles be true miracles that prove Roman Catholicism if orthodoxy is true, uniquely true? I mean, what?
What now? Say that again.
Well, I'd like to ask these people who think that miracles prove their faith that, well, how is that possible if orthodoxy is true and excludes other faiths from being true? Do you see what I'm saying? Just throw it back on them. But like, obviously, it can't be legit. Either it's a miracle calling you to become Orthodox.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or it's demonic because.
Well, if you remember the Roman Catholic guy a while back who went for like an hour making this argument with me, when that came up, he actually said, well, actually, the Roman Catholic ecumenist view of miracles proves Roman Catholicism. So because we accept yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow. Okay.
So he's like, see, that proves us because we're more ecumenist and open to the miracles.
Well, what I want to point out too.
Well, then it doesn't like. Then so like why would so in other words that's making everything evidence for your position.
Yeah, which is what I always point out.
Yeah.
Well, everything's evidence for my position. Nothing could be evidence against it. But what I want to illustrate as well is that.
Tyrone, hold on, Tyrone, come back. I don't know why you left because you're the guy that we were going to bring on next, the Arian. So go ahead, Father Deacon. I'm waiting for Tyrone to come back.
Well, I was just going to say it just illustrates their commitment to evidentialism.
Yeah, right.
That, well, you just see it's the facts and you just interpret
it's just so
piecemeal from bottom up and make a case for rather than, which is why none of these people can ever get a paradigm critique or arguing at kind of a meta level for the truth of something. They've got to, erroneously assume that, well, it's just neutral facts. There was the evidence and the miracle, and then you just reason your way up in an evidentialist way. So I think that's just another illustration of it.
It's funny. That's another inconsistency with like James White, for example, because James White will do the transcendental argument, but when it comes to you reading the Bible, he actually just believes in a self-evident, self-referencing, just so view of the text, because he thinks that the texts are perspicuous and you just look at them and there's a clear self-evident meaning of the texts. But now, wait a minute, I thought you were a epistemic holist and a transcendental argument theory-laden kind of person. That doesn't fit with just read the Bible and there's a simple, clear meaning there.
Yeah, Matt looked at the exact same thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did too, that's right.